Raven-Symoné, Miranda Maday. It is so nice to see the two of you. I can't help but notice these gorgeous coordinated looks that are going on here. What inspired this?
We are filming a little video for our channel, our new YouTube channel, and basically Christmas in May felt appropriate.
Giving us holiday realness in May, I'm absolutely here for it. And you just teased that it's actually going to be for a new video that you're putting out on your recently launched YouTube channel. Congratulations. I absolutely loved the video about the common assumptions about the two of you as a couple.
You will have kids soon. The assumption is yes, we will have kids soon.
Raven, you confirmed it. Can you share what soon means?
Soon means a couple of extra commas in the bank saved, a YouTube channel that's thriving, and we move, and then the child can come. The great thing about being this couple is that there are no surprises, but expect a nice video on it. I think that's something we should film, babes. I think we should definitely film our journey of what we choose, because we have many conversations about it. We're not getting any younger, and we know that this world is, full of promises, but never a follow through.
And I think it's interesting too, because a lot of people don't understand how a lesbian couple would have a baby, and other than adoption. So I think sharing the whole journey, like you just said, and whatever that may look like, there are multiple options.
I just have to tell you, I tuned into your Instagram, your IGTV when you guys were in the car, maybe a couple weeks back, and you touched on it a little bit.
We do need to get our eggs saved soon, babes.
Yes.
We need to have that conversation for real about getting our eggs saved so that when it's time to have a baby, we can have a baby.
I love it.
God, being a lesbian is
so wonderful.
So much money.
Anyway, so much money.
Can you guys share if that is part of your journey?
It hasn't been yet. We haven't started that process, but I think it probably will be. As Raven said, we're not getting any younger, and freezing your eggs so you just know they're there and they're safe is a wonderful thing. And I think, that's something that we will probably do.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow her. She's the doula in the family, so I'm just gonna do what she tells me to do.
You think of the Miranda Maday family. What does it look like? Is it a lot of kids? Is it maybe just one kid?
I want 4 kids. I want a big family. I want to be able to make sure that the gatherings at the dinner table and the gatherings at holidays is full of excitement and fun. If we just have one child, I feel like it's not enough distraction. I want a whole bunch of people in the house. They don't all have to come from our bodies though.
Yeah.
They don't all have to come from our bodies, and I don't think they should. I think,
Our plan was to each be able to carry and have a baby, so that's 2. And then if we find ourselves, I've always been open and felt very drawn to adoption, so I love that. And we share that in common, wanting that really kind of picture-esque family dinner, loud house, the things we didn't really grow up with. So.
Yeah, I want to experience Home Alone, but not actually leave a child.
What else could we be forgetting?
Kevin! I love it. I cannot wait for the day when we have the Miranda Maday full-blown soccer team in the SUV. It's going to be beautiful, and I thank you ladies for sharing that. In the meantime, I hope you're getting ready to celebrate what will be your 1-year anniversary of marriage. How are you planning to celebrate?
We actually cannot tell you because there is a video on it and we don't want to spoil it. Please, within the next weeks, check out the channel. I surprised Miranda with her anniversary present, and I kind of want to tell her, but I kind of don't.
No, we shouldn't tell.
It's just a little bit. How do we tell her just a little bit though?
Is it a grand gesture? Is it a thing, or was it an experience?
Well, it hasn't happened yet.
But you know what it is.
Yeah. She had to end up telling me
because there's paperwork involved.
It is an experience. It tackles some of our favorite things, meaning mental health,
and mental health. We can say that. It tackles mental health, and people might think, Raven, that's not romantic, but you're not in my relationship, so I don't care about you. Listen, I love this woman. I think she's absolutely fantastic. And like I tell her in the video, just know I'm not the romantic one to throw roses and, baby puppies at her, because she'll be like, I gotta take care of it. I'd be like, right, let me just get you a sweet potato. So I'm gonna make sure that she's happy.
I am happy.
And Raven, with the unconventional approach to celebrating the anniversary, Miranda, what do you have planned for your lady?
Yeah, what I get?
So I am a bit more romantic, and I've got Raven something that we will keep for the rest of our lives. It's a very sentimental, beautiful gift. And then there are some little treats that are going to be sprinkled within the day.
1 year into marriage, what have you learned about each other?
Gosh, we've learned a lot. The evolution of our relationship, when I think back on it, is so wild. Like thinking about the Raven I knew 6 years ago to the Raven I know today. So much growth, so much change. However, there have been some really consistent things. And one of them is Raven is so kind and so generous and so loving. And I think what has really happened for me over the last year is my admiration and respect for her has grown.
Raven, are you tearing up?
No, she's not.
I mean, if I cried, I'd be crying right now, but I don't cry. I have a hard heart. I think that our relationship is what I've learned most about myself, Miranda, and our relationship on the overall is that I've been selfish my entire life. I have been such a selfish human being because of the industry that I've been in. And I've always put work first, even before friendship and everything else. And in my first year of marriage, just that transfer over of loving someone more than the industry and putting that person first and that person's needs first, even before my own, is definitely a journey for myself as an egotistical being, yet someone who wants to see the person that I live with happier than anything ever.
Well, I wish you both a very happy and healthy first wedding anniversary and so many more anniversaries to come. June is Pride Month. It's such an exciting time. I want to know, what does Pride mean to you, Miranda?
Pride means to me being brave enough, being strong enough to live your truth. And celebrating that, not just for the month of June, but every day. Because our time here is limited and we should relish in it.
That was a great answer. And yeah, Raven, I see you getting a little emotional about it. What does it mean to you to not only celebrate Pride, but to be an important part of this community?
Everything that she said, on top of the fact that I get to kiss a girl every day and no one can say anything about it, it makes me very happy. And not just a girl, I mean her, I love her.
I think that Pride is a beautiful celebration of coming together, and something about the LGBTQIA plus community, I like to think it's an open and accepting community. So whoever you are, you're welcome. And I wish there were more places in the world that honored and pushed out that messaging. And I think Pride is a great celebration and remembering of that motto or mission, rather.
Isn't she great with that? Like these word choices she has, man.
It was prolific. Raven, do you remember your first Pride?
My first Pride that I was comfortable enough stepping into the mix-up was actually in San Francisco. And I was so nervous. I was so nervous that people would see me. And then in my mind, I just said, well, I can celebrate it no matter what my sexuality is, even though obviously I was, all up in it. And I only so the Pride was going like this and I was on a side street and I just stuck my toe on the main street and then cowered back and watched the rest of it from my apartment building. Oh, we'll talk about it later. It's such a journey.
And then cut to you being on a float waving.
Well, cut to, I'm going to be guest hosting the Pride for LA on ABC this year. And I'm like, what? For the second time, right? It's called a journey.